Welcome everybody to the runner-up of the Speed Force channel. For this week's video, I'm going to be talking about my healer character. I'm going to be going over her power selection a little bit, not too in-depth, but just mentioning basically what I use, as well as going over what I'm thinking as I play her and as I play the role of a healer. So without further ado, let's get this started. So I made a little video for her. I was going to do a little backstory introduction, but I kind of had some issues with the music. So, I tried to make my own music and it wasn't turning out right this time. So what you're seeing here is just kind of what I was going to use. Basically a girl in college who was struggling with it, and then kind of gets kicked out. And so, because of that, she decides to kind of do something drastic. She says she doesn't fit in and doesn't know what her life's purpose is. Here she is looking at some tall buildings that can be good. And here she is now up on top of it, and there she goes. But as she's doing something dumb, suddenly her powers emerge. And it's from this point in her life that she decides to do something about it. And kind of decides, somebody saved me. I'm gonna in turn. It is now my purpose to save others. So for my healer build, she is a freeform build, and my main stats are presence, presence is my primary, and then constitution and recovery. So the first thing I want to mention here, just so you're going to see here, when you go into battle as a healer, don't go and attack people like I do, because they're going to attack you right back. And as a healer, at least for mine, even though Constitution's a secondary build, she's not built to take damage. And if I die, then the rest of your team is going to die. So for me, when I play a healer role, in general, when I play a role, no matter what role it is, I try to do my best to take it serious and be as effective as I can. If I'm DPS, I try to just focus on damage and killing people before they can kill anyone else. If I'm playing as a tank, I obviously want to take the damage and keep the aggro on me so that again nobody else to die. So keeping that in line with that, when I'm healing, I don't want anyone to die. If I die, if I die or if anyone else on my team dies, then I'm failing as a healer. So, for me, what I use with this build, what I have for my passive, I have Seraphim at rank 3 for the bonus heal it gives. My toggle form, I use Compassion, again, just for more heals. My team buff is Illumination. That's what I use in my slot number 3. And so what I do is I'll use Illumination on my teammates. That way it buffs my main group heal, which is Celestial Conduit. That's what I'm buffing right here. I mean, pretty much that's what I'm spamming the whole time, is just Celestial Conduit to, and I'm usually I'm having a focus on a tank or whoever's going into battle first. Should be the tank, but sometimes it's not. So I target them, illuminate them, and then I'm using Celestial Conduit to heal them, as well as everybody else around them. And right now I have Celestial Conduit at rank 2, but I'm planning to get that to rank 3. I think I have a plan to get to rank 3. And then, if when I need the emergency heal for somebody, then I have Conviction. No, sorry. Conviction's my heal. I have Conviction. Iniquity there. That's kind of my emergency heal for when single targets need it. So as I'm playing here, you'll notice I'm just constantly using that Celestial Conduit, and my team is pretty much is doing well. You notice the first player here is dropping down in health. So I'm going to focus on them a little bit on Celestial Conduit. But again, if anyone takes any main damage, then I just hit them with that iniquity. And again, you notice here we're pretty much all at full health if you notice during this run. So I was pretty happy about that. At the end of this run, I got, my team was at great heals, so that always feels good. Oh, someone's coming down. Can I heal him? Can I save him? Bam. Just hitting that iniquity. Bam, bam. And saving him. So that's what you want to do as a healer. Don't just give him one heal. Make sure you get him back to full health if you can. For my personal self, I have Expulse at rank 3, which I use that. That's my, you can use that for your team. It does heal targets, but I kind of use it for my main myself. At first when I started to heal, what I did was I would charge in right behind the tank and try to drop that down to give them a couple extra health points. But when you do that, then they start to target you. And when you're playing the MMOs, there we go, just dropping it there for myself. I don't need it because I'm at full health, but I'll drop it down every now and then. Drop it down, and hopefully the DPS are somewhat by me if they're ranged. That way they'll get some of that health as well. Oh, here we go, health dropping down. I'm going to click on that fourth player and try to save him. And again, iniquity, just getting him back up to health. And following the team behind, not being stupid and trying to lead the charge, just staying in the back. Dropping my heal. And again, when you're healing, just pay attention to the health on the left. So when you're playing a healer, there's a lot of clicking, unless you have it configured on your keyboard, maybe tab, then you can switch. But wow, I just noticed that my words were a little off there. So now we're going against Medusa. I'm going to show you here what happens when your team does not play as a team and decides to spread out. If a team spreads out, it's going to make your job as a healer very hard. It's going to make everybody's job hard. So here we go again, just doing the same thing as last time. Dropping my self-heal because I'm taking some damage and using Celestial Conduit, trying to heal everybody. It's going all right. We haven't died any, lost anyone, but you're going to see her after that guy's dead. Now that first guy, he just jumped out of the screen. He went up. Now if you look, his health's dropping down, dropping, and it's like, oh, great, where is he? Now the rest of us are getting damaged, so I'm looking for him. Still dropping. It's like, oh, he's over there in the grass. So now it's like, okay, now I got to go try to find him. But now you notice the last person's about to die because he ran away because he was taking damage. So, I mean, when you're playing with a healer, keep this in mind to not run off. You want to stay together. DPS ranges should stay together. Tanks obviously go into the battle. But yeah, don't be running off. Or even if you're taking damage, don't go running off, because they're going to follow you, and that's going to take you farther away from your healer. So, now I'm taking damage here. This person's hitting me. And again, we still have the guy back there in the background fighting another group. So, when I'm watching this, and I'm like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? So now I'm going to go save him. I'm like, I got to go save him. And he died. So now I'm going to go try to save the other one who's almost dead. And good thing I got iniquity again, bring him right back up. Drop my heal since I was taking some damage. But again, our tank isn't there with us to aggro all the hits, so the doctor's going to die right there. I tried my best, but without a tank, it makes it a little harder. So you do what you can, but sometimes you just don't have the right team or the right team. If you have a tank, damage, and healers, everyone's doing their job, then ideally you should be all right. But this team, you'll see, they just again, everyone's kind of spread out. So it makes everybody's job harder, makes the healer's job harder. But that's it. You know, there's not too much to say. I always try to keep my videos under 10 minutes if I can. So I thank you guys for tuning in. Again, this is Runner of the Speed Force channel. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I do post weekly videos of Champions Online. I am going to be trying to do some other videos when I can. Another game I play on the phone is Arena of Valor. So if you play that, I'll try to post some videos there. And hopefully in the future, once we get some of those other superhero MMOs that are on the horizon, then I will start posting for those as well. So thank you guys for tuning in, and talk to you next time.